Hey guys, welcome in. It's time for 30 books in 30 weeks. One of my favorite times of the day where I get to focus and highlight a feature from one of my favorite personal development books each and every week. And we invest the entire week talking about that subject. And this week, the subject is letting it go. And why is it so hard sometimes to let stuff go, let people go, let things go, let issues go? So that's what we're going to dive into tonight. And along with this subject, for those of you who are joining in, please share the video out. Invite some others to join in with you if you'd like. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Marcy Batiste. I am a public speaker, I'm an author, and I am a reality-based success and recovery trainer. So what does that mean? It means I always stay and operate in reality. I'm sold out to my happiness, and I always live life on Mars. And my favorite thing in the whole wide world is to help other women shine. One of the things that I know to be true is that if I can help them discover and embrace their star power, then they are equipped to ignite the light for someone else. And in doing so, I'm able to reach my goal this year of 1,000 women to help them truly transform their lives, their relationships, their businesses, and really, really get the results that they've been looking for. My training company is called Bankable Success Advisors, and that's a specialty, curing emotional bankruptcy and helping businesses and individuals optimize their personal and professional investments. So to that point, letting it go. How do you let stuff go? Why is it so hard? Why do we struggle with it? I would say because to let it go, some of us feel like we have to deny our experience, or that we have to, or it somehow in some way minimizes what we've been through. And in fact, just the opposite is true. When you're able to truly let it go, you're able to reclaim some of the power that some pretty painful and traumatizing experiences have taken from you. And oftentimes people don't look at it that way. They want to stay kind of attached to the story, stay attached to the individuals until they get some sort of closure, some sort of resolution. And what I teach my clients is that the resolution comes when you decide to detach from that story, reframe it, tell it in a new way, and take your power back. But a lot of people don't have the tools to do that. So that's where curing emotional bankruptcy comes in. That's where my training comes in. We're wrapping up, as a matter of fact, speaking of training, we're wrapping up, hey Lawrence, we're wrapping up the first session of Raising the Bar for the 60-day laser coaching program. The new one's going to start up April 19th. And, we invest a great deal of time in this program, really, truly talking about and building out the toolbox and amassing the tools that we need to heal, recover, and then be successful. A lot of times people will expect success, but they haven't recovered, and so they're dragging a whole lot of excess baggage with them, things that they haven't been able to let go. They bring it with them, and then it holds them back, and it holds them hostage to the painful experiences. It holds them hostage to the painful situations. And I would argue, and what I teach my clients is that you can, instead of remaining hostage to these things, you can pull the message from the mess so that you know what you need to do to move on. I tell my clients, hey Kathy, I tell my clients all the time, it's up to you. It's always a choice. Everything is always a choice. Everything you do is a choice. And so when we choose to move on, when we choose to build up those tools in our toolbox, then and only then can we begin to recover. Only then can we begin to heal. Hey Daniel. And so, that's one of but it's a hard thing to do if you don't have the tools, if you don't have somebody who understands the process. But that holding on, a lot of times we hold on to relationships long after they've died. We know that it's toxic for us. We know that it's hurtful to us. We know that it's painful for us. But for some reason, we just can't let it go. And I think with relationships, a lot of times, it's because we're in we're in a battle with the reality. The reality is we know that the relationship is over. We know that it's not good for us. We know that it's a toxic situation. But what we want more than anything is to prove reality wrong. We want to be able to say, I changed that person. I was enough. I was good enough. I was this. I was that. I was exactly what they needed. Don't take that class. Don't take that class. If the relationship is over, if it's died, let it go. If the person is toxic to you, let them go. Letting go is hard, like I said, because sometimes we feel like if we let go, we lose. And there's a line in one of my favorite movies. I talk about it all the time. One of my favorite movies is White Man Can't Jump. And Woody says in that movie, Woody Harrelson, he says, sometimes when you win, you really lose. And sometimes when you lose, you really win. And that's how it is with relationships when they die, but we keep holding on. We refuse to let go. We think we're winning, but we're really losing because it's slowly killing us inside. It's blocking us from something else. There's something greater out there for you. And because you're so consumed with this thing that you can't seem to let go of, you're blocking your own blessings. And people don't think about that. They don't think about that. They just think like, I don't want to lose. I want to prove that I could do this. I want to prove that I was, good enough in this relationship. It's not for you to prove that you're good enough for anyone. You are good enough. Just as you are. I tell women all the time, you're perfect for the heart that was meant to love you. That's something I heard Trent Shelton say years ago. You are perfect for the heart that was meant to love you. Stop trying to be something else. Stop trying to expect reality to be something that it's not. Stop trying to expect the relationship to be something it's not, to grow it into something that it's not possible. Stop trying to grow orange trees with apple seeds. Let it go. Let it go. Harvest your apples. Be grateful for the apples, right? But that's a difficult thing to do. It requires that you let go. It requires that you accept that it didn't work. And that's okay. I did one of the videos I did earlier this week when we were talking about letting it go was give yourself permission to plan B, right? Plan B simply means plan A didn't work. Time to try something else. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make the situation a win or lose situation. You just need to plan B. Let it go. But it's so hard, and it's so hard because sometimes we consider letting it go as losing, and really it's winning. Reframe the story. Reframe your attachment to the story. Reframe your thoughts to the story. Reframe your thoughts and attachment to that relationship. And realize sometimes when someone's violated you over and over and over again, they've compromised your boundaries, they've disrespected you, whatever the case may be. It could be infidelity, it could be manipulation, it could be a lot of different things. But when it's not good for you, don't keep co-signing that. Let it go. And know that when you let that thing go, when you let that person go, you make room for something better, something greater, something more on your level, right? Let it go. It's not that hard. You just need the tools. If you have questions about how to let it go, how to, let things go without feeling like you're losing, inbox me. My inbox is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. I got you, boo. All right. That's the message for tonight. 30 books in 30 weeks. We're in week 10, and we're talking about letting it go. It's a book by Melody Beattie. So please inbox me if you have questions, and I'll be here. All right. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, thanks for living life on Mars. Talk to you soon.